now it works. So I should be seeing people here right now. Yeah. All right. There's something that I want to address. Um, and this may be a serious live stream. And no, this isn't about like freaking Charlie Kirk. Um, it's fine, I guess, but there's like a fucking serious topic I really want to talk about, and it actually is very serious. And you know, a lot of people like need to hear this because like it's gonna happen in their lives at some point. So let me just begin. So if you didn't see my community post that I posted like on Tuesday, I was basically addressing an issue where these like group of girls like in my English class, they were basically like confronting me, and for the most stupidest reason. And the reason why was because like, if you guys did not know, I have like a medical condition where like one part of like my body doesn't like work right, and in that situation it's like my legs and like and my feet as well. So, and basically what that does is that it makes like my bones a bit weaker, and they're like a little bit fragile. I wouldn't say that they're all the way fragile, but they're a little bit more fragile. And I also have like unexpected falls, and like, you know, I also have like some issues in my brain as well with like stuttering and also with my autism. I usually do like, some like weird like hand movements and gestures, and I can't really help that. So let me get to the point. So these girls like, they were getting mad at me because I was leaving early, because in my school, uh basically like I have like a case manager, and pretty much what they do is like they help me with like my disability and my autism. And there was this plan where I could be able to leave early because like in some situations my bones could like break if like, ice is on the floor, or like, you know, water and like rain. You get the point, right? And pretty much like these girls were like really pissed off at me. They were saying, "What are you doing here? Why are you leaving early?" And then like I was just saying like, it's for my condition, I have to leave early. And they said, "Well, I don't think you can leave a bit early. I think you had to ask the teacher." And then like that was the most stupidest bullshit I've heard, because the teacher knows about this. And then later I told them, "Bro, it's part of my freaking condition. What are you talking about?" And then like what happened was like these girls were just like saying like bullshit to me. They were saying like, wait, what were they saying? Oh yeah, they were saying like, that's not an excuse to leave. And I told them that my bones can be a bit more fragile, and then like I could like have more serious injuries, like if there's like ice and stuff. But then later they said like, "Oh, that's normal." And then I said, "It's not normal to me, because instead of it being like, like a bleed, it could just be like a freaking broken bone." And then, there was this argument back and forth. But then here comes the part where I actually was really mad. There's this girl, like, also in my English class. I'm not going to be saying her name because, I'm not going to say nobody's names but mine. But the reason why it's because I want to respect privacy, and, like, it's not fair. So, yeah. So there's this girl, like, in like, crutches. And like, her friends had the audacity to say, "You know who deserves to leave early? The girl in the crutches." And that's the part where I was really pissed off because first off, you're literally using your friend as a shield in a bad way, like in a psychopathic way. Like when you're literally using to an argument, you randomly have to bring up your friend. That is not okay at all. And not only that, but you freaking comparing to like a broken leg to like a lifelong disability, that is very messed up in both categories. They're both equally bad. Both need to get attention. But comparing the two of them, I don't know, man. That is just like something that only like psychopaths would say. And like it's like saying that it's just like comparing to like somebody who's a predator and somebody who's like selling drugs. It's kind of like that. And I don't really want that to happen to nobody. Like that is just messed up if you're really going to do that. Like you're literally embarrassing yourself. You're literally telling everybody that you're a psychopath and that you don't care about your friend, you don't care about people and blah blah blah. But the thing is that I realized that like women would always make men responsible for like things that is out of their control. I can't help my freaking disability. There's nothing I can literally do about it. These girls need to understand that. I can't do nothing about my disability. This is who I am and that's who I'm gonna be. Like, you have to respect that. If like your friend, like if people did this to your friend, would you be upset? Like, I don't get why you have to do it to other people like me. All I'm doing is just trying to live my life and, like, you know, just enjoy life. I don't know why you had to make it hard. But then today, here comes the part where I was pissed off at. They literally proved my point that they have to make men responsible no matter what. So in the elevator, I got a notification from my mom. Like, she texted me something. She told me that, like, we have to go to this event and that she's going to pick me up. And it was a very important message. So these girls had the audacity to say, "Is that a cellular device?" in front of a freaking admin. Thankfully, they did not take my phone. Because I told them that my mom was texting me. And it was actually very important. Details, so goodbye.